Gemini, welcome to your reading for June. If you're new, welcome. Please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get all the messages I post each month to my lovely loyal subscribers. Welcome back, guys. Let's see what we have for our lovely Geminis. Okay. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you two together. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking will bring you romance. Heart-to-heart conversations, another one as well, and codependency wanting to come out there. So you got to stay optimistic. While manifesting, we want to stay in the higher vibrations here. So I guess if we've been waiting for a conversation to happen or hoping, praying, using affirmations, if this is not you, this is what somebody has been doing to manifest you in their life, whether they know you or yet or not. This is calling in a soulmate. So be open and honestly discuss your feelings with each other. What you're looking for, what it is you want, what you want for the future. And I guess this person, their heart is open here for this conversation now. Addictions could have been affecting your romantic life, codependency issues, maybe other issues that we can't really say the words, but addictions can come in many forms, many forms. Some people are addicted to drama. Yep, some people are addicted to drama. So let's see here what the message is for our lovely Geminis. Calling in your soulmate. Trying to stay optimistic and positive. Remaining faithful. Let's see. Okay, Eight of Wands, yeah. Communication now coming from a soulmate here. This has caused a lot of change and transformation. We can see behind her that it could have been like a forest that was blooming at one time, right? But we're seeing like a bare tree. So we're seeing transformation. The 8th house is Scorpio, being death and rebirth and change. But, you know, with change and with death comes, you know, these beautiful new beginnings. We can see the clouds above her head there just breaking through. So communication is coming, and that will give us the breakthrough that we're looking for. I feel like it might have been that some of you have been trying to manifest communication, text messages, things like that, from somebody, an offer from somebody. 5 of Pentacles, after feeling left out in the cold here, or maybe lonely if you've been single a while. You know, this 5 of Pentacles energy is a feeling of lack, but it's also change. It's the 5s. So we definitely want to see positive changes coming here, positive movement forward. That's the 8 of Wands, is movement forward from this 5 of Pentacles, where I guess there has been difficulties, right, and lack. If you have been very abundant and very happy in a relationship, you might see it change and feel left out in the cold now. So a relationship could have come to an end, maybe through some messages or because of some messages and things like that. And now we're trying to manifest communication, trying to stay optimistic in a time where it's quite dark and lonely and cold, wanting that heart-to-heart conversation. So let's see. Be careful about thinking I'll never be happy without a certain person, because that could be classed as codependency, right? You're dependent on them for your happiness. And maybe if your manifestation for a text message isn't working, that could be one of the reasons why. That's not everybody in this situation, but I just want to help those people who maybe are struggling with their manifestations. 8 of Pentacles, you see this 8-8, we see this growth coming in through this lesson. So it's a reminder that we go through certain things in our lifetime to help us to grow, to help us become more abundant and cause us to change. A lot of people, I remember doing a video a few years ago saying, are people saying to you, you've changed? And it's not a negative. We all grow. We all grow. And if we're not growing, you know, a fully grown infant is not as cute as a newborn infant, right? We can get away with things when we're 5 years old, maybe throwing a tantrum and not communicating with somebody properly, but when it's an adult, it's not so cute, right? It's not even cute in toddlers, but yeah, it's not so cute when you're dealing with somebody who doesn't communicate and makes you feel left out in the cold. So maybe you're in a relationship and you're trying to manifest communication being better. But it feels like here that somebody maybe is single, feeling lonely, feeling that they wanted to be connected with somebody. We're seeing a lot about communication in this reading. You want to talk it out, and you want to talk it out with somebody who's emotionally mature as well as mature in age. So we're seeing those transformations and changes going within you and within your soulmate here. So you are calling in a soulmate. The Devil card there, it could be the same as the codependency card, addictions and toxic energy, a beautiful relationship becoming toxic, Two of Wands. So it can feel like there's no longer a choice in whether you talk to this person or not. Maybe they blocked you or you blocked them, or you're just feeling, I can't talk to them, I can't communicate with this person because they're just about proving their point rather than working things out. So it can become quite toxic, and this is why we see the Devil reversed, and that there being no options left with this person. But a change comes with communication, and you take back control of your life by staying positive and not letting certain people change you. So let's just say people are very judgmental, right, in this day and age. And we try to adhere to their standards rather than our own. So then we can quite often end up feeling that Five of Pentacles, lack, depression, sadness, because we're trying to keep up with other people's standards rather than our own. So how do we get back that happiness? By pleasing ourselves first and loving ourselves first. In any relationship, this is what the person should be doing, trying to make themselves happy, because if not, we end up trying to please another person, make them happy, and if they're not happy, we can't make them happy because it comes from within. So it could be here that you was quite happy in a relationship, this person left you out in the cold, bringing the change, and it became quite toxic, arguing, challenges that they refused to get over, maybe even small things they would argue about, and it would turn into something big, causing, although you may feel like I wasn't the one causing the problem, it's also caused you growth, right? Because maybe you was letting this person cross your healthy boundaries, maybe you was giving in because of codependency issues. You were thinking, okay, I just want to keep the peace because to keep everything happy, and you learned that was not the best thing to do here. So Two of Wands, a decision was made. It kind of feels like that they made the wrong decision. So maybe this is why you're trying to call them in or manifest them back, or maybe they feel they made the wrong decision, so they're trying to manifest you back here. Initially, you could have been the one left out in the cold, but then with growth, you're starting to change that toxic energy into positive energy and optimism there. So that's bringing somebody into your life, that optimism. And again, if you're struggling with manifesting, that's what we need to do. Change that toxic energy into positive energy. Energy will go where our intentions go, right? So when we're in that sort of energy, it's very difficult to pull ourselves out, never mind pull somebody else out. So it was never your responsibility to make another person happy. The relationship could have changed or failed because they was unhappy within themselves and didn't know how to express it. Now if they come back here, we see them trying to express their feelings and trying to get rid of this toxic energy as well. I feel initially they might have just been putting blame or pointing fingers, but now, or it could have been both of you. Now because of the growth, there's going to be this change. There's going to be an opportunity here for the Ace of Wands, okay? Because we took a step back, the relationship came to an end. We can see, because we stepped back, we can see a bigger picture, right? So that's what happens with growth. We get to see that bigger picture. That's the Hanged Man. Okay, High Priestess now. So trust your intuition. If you've been feeling like you're seeing signs, like we're seeing these 8 8s here, not 8 8, sorry, 2 8s here. You know, you keep seeing 2s on the clock or 8s on the clock and 5s on the clock. If you're seeing 5 5 5, it brings in big changes and energy shifts. But you get to the positive side of that by walking through those challenges and facing them head on rather than running away from them. And I feel like this person is now turning around and not trying to run away from the challenges that they face. But the High Priestess here is you. You've now grown enough to say, okay, will I let somebody into my life that's like that? Or am I going to, you know, say you can't come in? The High Priestess usually guards these gates here, that Akashic knowledge. So will you allow somebody in? It's like where the decision was first theirs, to not communicate. Now it's yours. So are you going to allow the Ace of Wands or the Two of Wands reversed again? You're going to stop them at this crossroads, and say, no, there's not entry here. Let's see. King of Pentacles here. Some of you could have been dealing with a Capricorn, a lot of Capricorn energy here. It just might be that this person has a lot more earth in their charts and more earth tendencies. They see things more logical than with their heart. And I'm thinking they don't mean to be mean or selfish, but it can be a very strong part of their personality that they're having to overcome, change, grow that part of their personality. Like I said, it could be like, you know, when this is a child being quite stubborn and selfish, and, you know, it could be that how they got their way in their family, if they came from a big family, or, you know, maybe they didn't get enough attention as a child, so they're acting out now. But yeah, this is a person who could have been very selfish, and you could have loved this person the most here, and this person chose to leave you out in the cold, you know, with no option to communicate, no option to create and make things better or heal. And this is why we was picking up this communication problem, especially if somebody blocks you, right? This person here, this King of Pentacles, it's like they hold the blocking button here, and, you know, they've put it down on the floor. They blocked you, put it down, forgot about it, and you're picking up that energy that, hey, you're not going to come back around for me when you forgot about it. You need to clear all these issues that you have where you're quite selfish and don't want to communicate to solve problems. You want to communicate to argue and prove that you're right. That helps nobody. It's a lose-lose situation, right? So I feel like you've grown quite a lot in that sense, that maybe before you would have just ignored them. So you've got rid of your codependent issues there. So the blockages are being removed for you because you're doing the spiritual work. 9 of Cups reversed. Okay, so I feel like you both came together and had self-love issues. You may have not realized it initially that you had self-love issues, but once you started working on yourself, you did. So this relationship couldn't expand, didn't have the support to keep going, until you've both found this self-love. This 9 of Cups is reversed, so no matter how much wishing you did, praying, it wasn't working initially. Now with this calling in your soulmate card, it's kind of working for you because you've done the work. We've seen the growth. This person is, in a sense, practicing self-love. It's like you had to learn from them how to love yourself, how they do, in a sort of selfish way, and they had to learn to love themselves from you in a more open and abundant way, where you can love yourself and have healthy boundaries, and you can allow people in your life. So this is why you came together, to both of you, to help each other grow. Let's see here. I feel like they may have had a very warped version of self-love. King of Wands now, yeah. If this relationship would have continued, it'd probably come very abusive or something. But now we see you both in a more positive, energetic alignment, that you could, if you wanted to, call this person back in, take action towards them. They'd be more open. They just don't know how to put their foot first, you know, take the first step here, because they was the one that blocked. So they, if you wanted this to work, it would be maybe you trying to take action towards them. They seem a little bit stubborn, much more slow at learning their lessons than you. It is what it is, but I feel like there may be a new offer coming in. So there could be a new soulmate coming towards you after this connection here. King of Wands energy, somebody acting and making you an offer. It's kind of strange, because this Nine of Cups seems like this person could have been the love of your life, but also the one who hurt you the most in life, leaving you out in the cold. So it could have made it very difficult for you to accept new offers from new soulmates. It's not that there wasn't anybody making you an offer, it's that maybe you didn't see those other people because of this Nine of Cups, this love for another person. When we leave with the Eight of Cups, we are in search of the ninth cup, the one, the soulmate, right? That we just presume is just one person. But yeah, I see another person here. Maybe you've been closed off to offers from new people, but you might be opening up to them a lot more now, because there is this chance of the Ace of Wands. The Moon. So you don't see them coming yet. You have still a deep attachment to this person. There's some unfinished business. This is a deep, deep love here that we have. So every time we go through the moon cycle, it could be like I forget about them for a little bit, and then I see these signs and it drags me back to this person. But when I'm not hearing from them and I'm trying to manifest them, things don't seem to be working out. What am I doing here? So it could be that with this 9 reverse, 9 being related to the Hermit, the house of Sagittarius, you need a little bit of luck on your side. So you need some help, maybe from a spiritual mentor, a guide, or something like that. Maybe why you've been drawn to tarot readings, because there's something you're not seeing here in order to fit these puzzle pieces together. Good luck, Gemini.